Fun.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the WTC Studio stream. I'm Joker from Contact Loss. We've got Tweak from Contact Loss on the tech desk. I've got StatStat from StatCheck left.
Yo,
And I've got Nathan Roberts on my right. Apologies for the slight delay. Things are getting real intense here.
we're also getting real tired.
And we had a little technical difficulties, but we've managed to fix it up. So I don't have a microphone to speak to. Nevertheless, round 5 pairings process has now just begun, and we've got a big match on the War Games Live stream table. We're playing who?
So, on the stream table, it's now two of the favourites of the event, USA versus Poland. Two very interesting bunch of lists with two teams with some of the best players in the world. And at this moment in time, I might have a slight favourite, but I can't.
We
Okay.
do also have Typhon, who will be coming back a little bit later. He's going to watch the process of pairings and then come running over here with all the excitement in the world to let us know who paired into what, how the pairing looks, and like what the feeling is in the room after the pairings are done. So just because we don't see Typhon does not mean that Typhon is not here seeing.
No, he's very committed to our endeavor here. So yeah, he's definitely doing that. This is definitely one that will go down to the wire.
Definitely.
The last game, the last score being put in.
We also have some other interesting pairings. So also this round, we have, I won't go through all of them right away, but I'll pick out just a couple of the interesting ones. We do have England and France, who will be over on the French War Games live stream.
The old enemy.
Huh?
The old enemy.
We're here to recreate like the 100 years old. Is that right? No. There we go. Yes, French history.
I think it actually lasted more than 100.
It's called the 100 Years War.
Yeah,
It doesn't
okay.
need to be logical.
Forget my.
We can also ignore the fact that like we definitely had Englishmen who were French kings and like monarchy, and Frenchmen who became English monarchy. Otherwise, we're really confused because they're basically the same country. You heard
So
me.
there's a lot of history. And actually, there's quite a lot of history at this event. I think it's the 6th or 7th time these teams have played. And yeah, just see how this one goes.
How did the history of that match come along? Was it because England had a good time competing for top spots? Was it the same with France, or are they more
So
rising up now?
the 3 years that we podiumed, 2 golds and a bronze, have always come with 3 wins against France.
Okay.
So if we beat France today, it's a good omen for us. However, the only time they've beaten us, they came second. So if they beat us, it's a good omen for them. And then the other time to draw, neither of us did anything. So,
Okay. So hopefully it's not a draw, because then
Yes.
no one gets anywhere.
exactly.
And then we have a couple other interesting matches as well. New Zealand into Italy, which is a newcomer into a long-standing WTC member. New Zealand won their last round and are kind of aiming at getting better seeding for next year, really, right?
Yes. Yeah, actually, I don't know if they've actually decided how they want to do seeding next year for rankings. But if this system was what everybody liked, I think that having the incentive to try and get into a higher group is better.
I think the idea was to have seeding based upon the average placing from last 3 editions of the event.
Okay.
Obviously, we've only had 1 edition of
Sure.
this version of the event so far, so we did use last year's placings specifically, but definitely next year it can all be shuffled around a bit.
That'd be good.
So anything else that caught your eye, Nathan?
We do also have Canada into Netherlands, which is going to be interesting. That's 2
fun
seed
round.
1 teams who have, I think, had a few struggles so far, like course event. Although I say struggles, but they're both, I believe, still undefeated teams.
Yes, they
Yeah.
haven't lost yet.
Yep.
So it's one of those, a lot of teams drew in the drawing mission. Okay, that's acceptable. And then they had some tough rounds. In Canada had some tough opponents in the quad phase. So yeah, this will decide kind of which team is actually going to start pulling away from. So which teams are going to start pulling away from other teams?
And then we do have kind of an interesting pairing, which is Scotland into Australia. I believe Scotland is pairing up into Australia.
Okay.
So we'll kind of have to see how that goes.
They won their last round. They're on 3 wins and a loss. Australia on 2 wins, draw, and a loss.
Yeah.
So Australia's
So
actually
it's actually
toughest.
Australia.
okay. Pairing up.
Yeah.
Australia's pairing up. My apologies.
So they kind of like the underdog, but obviously not
Australia-
really. Yeah,
Australia as the underdog is definitely not something that we would expect
exactly.
to say.
This year, no.
But Scotland looking to come off of a strong performance in their last round, hopefully to take another strong performance into Australia. Australia looking to maybe claw something back after a kind of very emotional, very punishing loss by France.
Yes, yeah. One that they maybe felt they should have won,
Definitely.
could have won, and then it's unfortunately gone against them.
I think at this point they're definitely like enraged. They're being scratched by other people. I mean, it's definitely time for Australia to show some proper professional game.
Yeah. We do have Germany versus Sweden, just two teams who just lost their last rounds into the two that are paired right now in front of us, which are USA and Poland. Probably also kind of coming looking for a scrap with somebody after a near loss for Germany and kind of a little bit of a blowout loss for Sweden and Poland.
And for the history people of the WTC, this is historically a match that happened a lot when it was the Germany, Sweden, Poland. They play each other all the time. Apart from, obviously, I only just realised Poland and Sweden did play that frequently.
Often, yeah.
But yeah, Germany and Sweden played a lot. So,
Yeah, but I think that's one for Germany probably to take the win,
Yeah,
given
I would
the
say-
showing that Sweden has put up.
yeah, I would say that Germany's probably on the upswing. But Sweden have always upset Germany when they were the two teams. So it still could be for anybody.
And we'll talk about some of the other pairings in maybe a little bit. It looks like our mission for this time is Vital Ground, Chilling Rain, and Crucible of Battle. So that's like short diagonals, essentially.
Yes. And then the actual mission is you get 2 points if you hold your home objective, 5 points for every objective outside. That's capped at 15. No. And then 6 points if you hold your opponent's objective. So this is quite a free-flowing. If you hold the 3 objectives in the middle and your home, it's 17 points.
There's some cheering going on over there.
Very
This mission, like the previous one, is actually quite nice.
So, do you think we won't be getting as many drawish results in this round?
It depends, because when you have a mission that is very easy to primary, either it goes to nicely primary, so the difference in primary is massive, or both people are very good at scoring primary and the other is the same, everyone gets 50 points, it ends up being a draw. But yes, I think this won't have any near as easy or capability that we had in the previous.
Okay, so it sounds like the kids really need to in this round.
Yes.
Well, then the red pairings really try and claw whatever.
Yeah. So this mission would favour those armies that are much better at border control, customs, maybe the Necrons a little bit, the Eldar, those kind of armies can spread out with objectives and get those 17 points. They only have to do that 3 times. They've maxed their primary, then they can just do stuff.
Sounds like a good spot for teleporting Grey Knights or something like that. Well, I suppose.
Yes. Yes and no, because they have to hold and nail objectives. So whether they want to be that static is up to them.
More messages from Texas as the process kind of goes on. I'm going to kind of ignore. We brought Adam into our chat for our backstage so that he can help pick streaming people. I don't know what to do about it.
Speak more to the front.
It's pointing right towards me. Okay. Right. So we've gone over the mission. We kind of talked about who's favored. Do we have any favorites kind of from the sets we think that are kind of coming? Do we have a favorite from like the Poland team?
My favorite Poland, I think. So again, I don't know the most amount about the US team this year, but I know how prepared it is, and I can't see them having not got so many reps into the USA team.
I'm rooting for Poland, but some of the USA lists are a bit not typical, I would say. There are a couple surprises there, so
Ukraine
And-
being the big one for us.
some
Finished
yeah, John
like
Nathan Smith.
78 to the Matrix, and we're like, this doesn't seem like it.
But he's currently top 2 individual.
Yeah,
player.
and I think part of that is obviously when we talked about the list, we felt there must be a reason behind this. Reasons such as those Death Watch, Dark Endless, Necrons, Custodians, that are basically their own profiles that he's able to strip the cover off and then just flame it.
So I think it'll really be down to whether the rep Poland put in, whether players that actually play tested the USA lists, how the ideas behind those lists, how they meant to be played.
Yes.
So that's definitely one to check.
Poland can also use the advantage that they've seen it now in 4 rounds. It's done, and go, oh, this isn't a bad list. If you'd have played them round 1, you'd go, okay, we don't know how have an idea of what we're trying to do.
Yeah, there were opportunities to spy on other teams to maybe kind of find out how they're being paired, not only played. So
You know, we definitely didn't see like every captain from every WTC team kind of hung out secret Grey Knight tech list, seeing
yeah.
that played for a good 30 seconds.
nobody put on.
Right, poking like a little fun at the idea that there are secret tech lists that need to be secret and nobody will ever know. Yeah, and for me, on the hand, I'm actually thinking this will be a draw between Poland and the United States. So I think we'll actually have a draw, and then we'll have a draw towards the win as well.
If we have a draw in this game, then it will definitely like open up the event again. That with because we've got 3 teams with 4 wins: Poland, USA, and France. But if a draw happens here, then again it's just completely open.
We're having a technical. We're going to need to restart the game. It'll just be a few minutes while we kind of get it restarted, and that actually will give us a moment to get some of the things and that information is have a little bit more to talk about. Although if we do come back and there's time, I'll go over some of the stats from different factions.
So we'll be back in a moment. Apologies.